We gather in the cosmos bright. Stars and ships take flight tonight. In the void where dreams do play. Soul citizens lead the way. Borders fade in nebula's light. Unknown worlds will chart tonight. Through the galaxy we soar. Endless journeys at our core. Borders fade in nebula's light. Unknown worlds will chart tonight. Through the galaxy we soar. Endless journeys at our core. Starry roads in endless skies. Soul citizens we rise. Charting courses never lost. Together the verses crossed. Squadrons call on the horizon. Battles fought, our hearts aren't frightened. In our ships we face the dawn. Soul citizens carry on. Oh, planets spin and light years fly. Boundless space where hopes reside. Motherhood in every star. Soul citizens, here we are. Borders fade in nebula's light. Unknown worlds will chart tonight. Through the galaxy we soar. Endless journeys at our core. Starry roads in endless skies. Soul citizens we rise. Charting courses never lost. Together the verses crossed.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Soul Citizen. Today is February 2nd, 2025. We made it to February, y'all. Happy Black History Month. Hope everybody's doing well. And I'm joined today by yoyoMeg. How are you doing, Yo-Yo? Or Meg, rather.
I'm doing great. How are you doing, fastcart?
I'm doing well, thank you. You do prefer Meg, right?
Yep.
Okay, because, I mean, everybody just go by what your name start with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so I'm going to try to call you Meg, but if I slip up, please forgive me.
No worries.
Thank you. Yep. And this is episode 238, almost 250. Wow, we're gonna hit 250 in soon. So I gotta look up when that is, like, you know. But yeah, today, oops, I got the wrong thing right there, but I can fix that real quick. Yeah, today is talking about should you CCU? Should you CCU? So, Meg, remind people when you got into the game.
2021.
2021. So when was your first CCU?
Probably, I have no idea, honestly. Definitely like 2 years ago.
2 years
I know I've
ago.
been doing some stuff for about 2 years.
Okay, so when you say 2 years, you mean 2023?
Yeah, or probably like a month or two after I first started, technically, because I changed from, I think, an Aurora to an Avenger Titan.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
And then it was all downhill from there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, people may not remember, I started in October 2014, sorry, so 11 years, almost 11 years this year, but not quite 11 years. But yeah, so I think I want to say my first CCU was in 2015-ish, probably. I don't remember what I did, but it feels like I have to look it up in my spreadsheet. But yeah, I've been CCUing for a long time. Not since I got here, but close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get through the ins and outs. We won't go through everything, but we'll do our best. But yeah, let's give some history and background about ship upgrade, shall we? So first, a little bit of history and background. There was a time when we did not have rentals, we did not have Arena Commander, and they gave us the first web-based CCU feature, and it worked, but there were it was not relatively bug free, and we didn't have the easy to use interface that we have today. So that was back in 2015 when it first started. But I wanted to show people what CCU grades, what CCUs are, what they stand for, whatever. So SIP upgrade. This is from Star Citizen Tools. SIP upgrade is a system that allows that allows to change a bought ship into another. That costs at least as much as preserving all limited items, access prices, and insurance levels. SIP upgrades can be applied to ship packages and standalone ship, and sometimes SIP upgrades can be referred to as cross-chassis upgrade. That's where the CCU come from. And a little bit of history. In the past, a complicated system of upgrades was maintained. It allowed only for upgrades between selected ships and created a path between that resulted in different prices. And that would change in 2015. So I don't remember that old system. I remember something closer to, I don't want to say what we have today, but I don't remember that old system that they're referring to. But we do have some, well, I don't want to say examples, but something that old the people may not remember. But yeah, like you said, you got in 2021, right?
Yeah.
So do you find that the CCU upgrade system easy or complicated, or how do you feel about it?
Now that I understand it, it's very easy. I think I had to have it explained to me a couple times, just to like fully understand it. But yeah, it's simple if you just know that you're going from one ship to a higher paying ship, to a higher
Right.
cost ship from those ships.
A higher cost ship, right?
Yeah.
And
Otherwise, everything else is just too much for some people.
And I think one of the reasons why we're doing this show today is because Griffin, during IAE of last year, recently, I don't want to say he did his first CCU, but it clicked for him finally after all of us trying to tell him what CCU game is.
Yeah.
Because I think I must have explained it half a dozen times to him, but it didn't really click with him. But then this IE, I forgot what he wanted to get, but it was like, oh, so that's what it is? Oh, that's cool. So we finally got the bug, and I think that's why we're doing this show today. But yeah, that's the CCU is the colloquial term that we use, but that's from the Star Citizen tool. We have the official definition here. But you want to read that for me, Yo? Meg? See, I already did it. Not even 5 minutes.
Okay, either is fine. The top part, right?
At the top. Yeah.
Upgrades, which were formerly known as cross-chassis upgrades, allow you to change the ship or vehicle in your pledge to a ship of higher value. If the ship you wish to change to is of the same or less value than your current ship, you will not be able to downgrade.
Now, they should change that because you can't even change the ship if it's the same value. I don't know why they say the same, but yeah, if it's less value, you can change the ship. But yeah, we still say CCU because it's easier for us to say, but I guess they call it ship upgrade because that's what it says on the website now.
Yeah.
So yeah, then they go through like where to find ship upgrades. You click on the ship upgrade tab or the link, and it'll bring up a interface for you to upgrade. We'll get to that later on in the show, and then you can filter and do all this other stuff that you can do. And it also explains what can get upgraded or what gets upgraded. So when you're upgrading a pledge, you keep all the current perks of the current pledge. The upgrade will add or alter what they need to. This means that the upgrade pledge will retain the original insurance included with the pledge, but the only exception of the cases is when the upgrade officially excludes insurance in the pledge. See the facts below. Here's an example when you're upgrading an MR to a Titan. Now, I don't think they really explained that well because basically there are upgrades that like a Warbond upgrade to have like a 120-month insurance. So if you have like a ship that has 6 months insurance and the upgrade you have 120 months insurance, it'll take the higher insurance with that upgrade. So I don't think they really explained that well. And there was a time around 2017, 2018. Well, sometimes they still do. So it depends on what's going on. But there are limited options for you to finally upgrade that has LTI. And so those are always popular. And then they explain how to apply the upgrade right there. You click apply, and then you got to scroll down to find the ship that you want to apply it to. Now, the most important thing is to make sure, like especially if you're doing a CCU chain, what a CCU chain is when you're chaining a bunch of CCUs or upgrades into one ship to another. So say like you want to do like a post to a Polaris, you can go ahead and buy the one straight upgrade to the Polaris, but you'll save money most of the time if you can find deals or war bonds issues and start a chain from like a post to the freelancer to Andromeda to a 600i, then 600i to the Polaris, or whatever you may have. But you want to make sure that you do the right, so you have more than one post or more than one chip along that chain. Then you want to make sure that you use the right ID code. So they use an example like the last three digits is 477. That's what they click. So if you have another Aurora ES in this example that has a 470, you want to make sure that you use the right ID, because sometimes that can throw you off. You ever had that issue?
Oh yeah.
I messed up doing IAE myself. I wanted to put all my good stuff and good CCUs on one ship, but I missed just one out of like a 12 chain CCU. But it's fine. All I got to do is not melt either one of those ships that I keep everything.
Yeah.
And then you got a couple of factors. We can go over some of that in a bit.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, up next we have. Oh yeah, so the loaner ship matrix. Basically, when you have a ship, you may have access to a different ship, even though you don't have the ship, or you don't own the ship. I didn't explain that well. Even though you have a ship in your hangar, you may have access to other ships that you don't own. There you go. And like an example, the 315P, if you own that ship, you have a non-customized 315P if you access, because the 315P, if you customize it, it's currently bugged. That's one example. And you have several here. Most ships only give like one loaner, but sometimes they give you two, like the let me try to find something cheaper.
Oh yeah, and if the loaner for a ship is bugged, you get another loaner.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Okay, say like here you get the railing. The railing is still in concept, so it's not hangar ready or flight ready. So they give you access to two ships. They give you the Constellation Course because it's a cargo hauler, and the Silene because it's the same manufacturer. So yeah. And some people actually stop along different chains. Oh, you want to explain that part, Meg?
Oh yeah. So yeah, like within the chaining, if you're like fastcart was explaining earlier, pulse to Polaris. If you're wanting to stop at any point in between there, you could. I don't know how to explain that further, but you could target something. So like, what's a better example? I think the loaner for an Odyssey is a Carrack, but you could CCU up to a Galaxy instead and get the Carrack instead of going to the Odyssey, because you don't get an Odyssey and it's the same loaner. So you could just like stop. And like if you have other ships already in your fleet, you could either like go past that, or because you can't have duplicate loaners. It'll only give you one.
Only get one, right? And the Galaxy, I didn't notice that. That's a good one, because the Galaxy is like $430, but the carrot is $600, so you can get access to a carrot for only $430. But until the Galaxy comes out, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good example. Thank you for that. Yeah, so that is ship loaners and how that might impact your decision of what to CCU to or what to CCU from, because you don't want to CCU to a ship or from a ship that you might like. Or well, obviously, if you CCU from a ship, you don't like that ship, but it's something you have in between the target and the from the ship. You have to keep track of, but most people just ignore that.
Yeah, and if you're not going into it trying to do Warbond CCU specifically, you can always just melt and start over.
Right. Yep. All right. So
And you still could if you did the Warbonds, you just would lose the savings.
Yeah, you would lose the savings. That's true. So I want to just a little bit of more history. This is from April 3rd, 2015. This is the monthly studio report from March 2015, but it was released on April 3rd. So if I just go all the way down, well, hold on, upgrade. There you go. So they're trying to revamp the upgrade system around here. This is like, I was not really paying attention back then, so I knew of it, but I didn't really take advantage of the features. But here, so CCUs, don't worry, we know how accumulated upgrade pledges is now that Arena Commander has that many viable ships. We spent many hours in March to devise how the new CCU system will function, and we're hoping to be tackling the development of this feature soon to replace the current very complicated flow. Our current thinking is to allow you to upgrade by either starting with a ship that you own or by choosing a ship that you want to upgrade to. Both ways should be possible. In this case, the former you could see all the potential upgrades and the pricing, which very easily from your hangout. For the latter, the the store pages would allow you to see from which of your ships you can reach the designated destination ship. Obviously, you want to get rid of the multi-step upgrade and allow you to go straight from the war to freelancer if you choose. So yeah, this was way back in 2015, like I said, and I can't really say how convoluted the process was before then. I didn't really experience it, but I do have a couple of I do have one Reddit thread that might shed some light on that. But here's another one from April, just a month later. Meg, you want to go down to the upgrade part and just and the CCU system at the bottom, and read that from me, please.
Yes, I can. As you know, the current CCU system has been outgrown with so many ships now flyable. Design and basic implementation work has been done this month to bring you an alternate way to CCU. May should have more substantial progress on this subsystem with more ships becoming flyable. This system will be required so that you can properly upgrade your existing Alpha LTI pledges without sacrificing those precious items.
Yeah, so that's how they say, like, sometimes you may have like a poster or a model or a jacket or what have you in your pledge, and so when you CCU from that ship, you still keep those items in your pledge. So that's what they're trying to specify there. So I always thought that was a thing. I didn't know there was a time when that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
All right, and then here, this is from 10 years ago, so I'm guessing 2015 or maybe 2014. I'm not sure how. I can't click on the exact date, but this is from Nemo G, Star Citizen Upgrade Pass, flowchart, now with rec cards. So back then, we didn't have all the fancy sites that we have now, and the people were trying to use these flowcharts to get a handle on how what to upgrade to and from. So this is what people would use back then in 2016 So like here the freelancer is $110 before the price change, obviously. And it goes from the MIS and the DUR and the MAX, and they say how much those cost. So this is just someone trying to help out the community, making a handy dandy chart for people to understand. What do you think of this ingenuity, man?
Yeah, I'm curious like how the system worked back then, because this just seems ridiculous to look at.
I mean, yeah, difficult to make heads or tail. Maybe back then, cause like I said, back then this is all you had, or similar.
Yeah,
But I hope it helps some people. I mean, evidently, let me see how many you got. 54 upvotes, so it helps some people. But yeah, like the Hornet, you go from the tracker to the Ghost, and then the Super Hornet, and it got the F7A Hornet over there. But that was a special case. So yeah, you go back and not back and forth, but you go 2 in LN, then you got the 300i, and then you got the 350R, and then you can go to the Gladius or the Hornet or the So yeah, it was interesting way.
Yeah, it is cool because I mean, some people it clicks in different ways.
Very
Like
visual.
things will make it, click. So it is nice. I mean, even still now, obviously we have the ship upgrades where you can look and see what you can upgrade to. But if you just wanted to do some baby steps instead of just full sprinting to the end goal, or like say you don't have the money to drop to get something like I don't know what's at the bottom of this, and you just like every month you just take another step that easily shows you like here's an option for 5, here's an option for 20, and like eventually you'll get to the Super Hornet.
Yeah, right here the Super Hornet. Well, they kind of have the constellation here, don't they? No, there's no constellation here. So this is before you could upgrade to the constellation. Wait. Oh, here it is at the top, at the constellation. So evidently they didn't want to make it too complicated, but yeah, you could if you go from like the Hornet, Super Hornet to the constellation, you could have, but they didn't put that included that for some reason. Interesting. Now for a brief look at to what the old website looked like. Let me make this bigger. Now this is from 2016, and this is how, like one step in upgrading. So I'm sure like they had you can see how it's close, similar to what we have now. They have the search bar, they have the manufacturer, you have my steps, toggle my steps and on and off. And I guess you select that, and then you can select the target ship, and then it'll come up for you. But yeah, I much prefer what we have now to what this looks like.
The Orion at 325 is looking nice.
Yeah, the Starfarer at 300. Yeah, I think that's lower. But yeah, I wonder what that. Oh, the Aquila for 275. I remember that. The Aquila went up in price too. Now it's 310. The Aquila used to be 275. So yeah, back in the day, the good old days, I guess. Yeah, just a look at how the website has changed since then. Now, has the website changed that much for you since you've been here, Meg?
Yeah, they did like that gloss over a few months ago. I mean,
yeah, a few months ago, yeah,
several months. Yeah, that was it. I think
that was it.
I want to say that was it.
Yeah, I've been through half a dozen website changes, I guess, since I've been around. But yeah, I mean, they're always trying to improve. Thank goodness, because some people may still have issues with the website now, but it's much better than what it used to be. I hope people can agree. Let me check in chat real quick, 'cause I haven't been reading what people are saying. Okay, yeah. Alright, so up next we have... Oh yes, a little bit of more history. So, a lot of I don't want to say features, but policies, there you go. A lot of policies regarding CCUs have changed over the years. regarding one specific example, this is from 2019, $0 CCU update. Before I read this part, I'm going to go to the screenshot that they have here. And let's say this is from Zylo, and this is from 2017, so 2 years before the post that I just showed you. Hey everybody, on Friday we mentioned that we'd be making some changes to the CCU system with the Eclipse sale. Rather than raising the price of CCUs, we decided to take a different approach. The CCU and Melt system were created to give backers the kind of choices that they wouldn't get from a normal publisher. We knew the concept shift were going to change as the game system grew built and balanced after the initial sale. So early on, we ensured that backers could melt a pledge for the full amount of credit put toward that pledge, and then use the full amount of credit toward a different pledge. However, a problem occurred when people wanted to keep the element of the original game package, like physical goods, or the LTI of the ship, as melting destroyed the whole package. This created a major customer service overhead. Yeah, because back then you could put in a ticket to have changes made, and that's one of the reasons why they put the feature in. Where we had to add to change the package manually. So the CCU system was developed to allow backers to keep the current features of their game package, but swap out the digital ship. Between the two systems, in many cases, it became a game itself to navigate the system and end up with a ship of your dream. But it also enables some exploits that do not benefit all backers. Now here's the important part. We have identified an issue related to stockpiling of $0 CCUs. As you previously stated, there are more than 1.1 million unused CCU in the system today. 1.05 million of these are $0 cross-trade, and the vast majority of these are held unused by significantly less than 1% of Star Citizen backers. Some people have thousands of $0 CCUs on their account at this time, which is clearly abuse of the system. A very small number of users are creating a scenario where they can get a limited ship in the freezer without having to put any value towards the right to do so. With a stock of $0 CCUs on their account, they can generate ships to sell for other users for their own profit. And then he went on to do all this stuff, say all this stuff. But yeah, so 1.1 1.05 $0 CCU cross trade. Back in the day, I didn't know if I wanted to fly a Super Hornet or the Freelancer MIS. At the time, they were both $165. So I'd write a $0 CCU to change between those in case I wanted to try to test them out, or if I decided I don't like one of the ship and if I could fly the other. So I had like 3 of those. I didn't buy 1,000. I had like 3. So yeah, that was a bit of history. Then it went on to this part. You want to read this part for me, Meg, please?
Yep. Hi, everyone. Way back in May of 2017, we mentioned that we planned on expiring all unused $0 CCUs from our system before Alpha 3.0 hit the live servers. Obviously, we are far beyond the release of 3.0, which we feel has provided an ample amount of time for the community to utilize these CCUs. The original messaging is attached as an image for reference. We are now ready to move forward and will be rolling this change out in 2 phases. 1 week from today, on April 3rd, we will be removing the ability to obtain any additional $0 CCUs. Then, on May 1st, we will be removing all unused $0 CCUs from our system. Ultimately, this is another step in our ongoing efforts to optimize all aspects of the Star Citizen experience.
This was put out on March 27, 2019. So, that was about a week. And there was no Invictus, there was no IAE, it was just whatever was on the store was there, and there was I don't want to say a mad rush, but there was a rush to get whatever $0 CCUs you could, but there weren't that many good deals, put it that way, from that week. Because if there were, I might have bought 10 MIS to Super Hornet CCUs back then, but they weren't available at the time. I was stuck. And then on May 1st, a lot of our hangars, they removed the $0 CCU, but there was some caveat. Because if you bought a $0 CCU and the destination ship changed price, or your change price became like $5 or whatever, $10 or whatever price change, that CCU would still stay in the hangar, because technically it is, you bought it for $0, but the price of the CCU of the ship destination had changed, so you get to keep that CCU. That makes sense.
Yep. So,
So
so
it's
that's why they
like
were
say
whacking
say
it,
like you
because people were.
so say like you bought a Hornet through Freelancer CCU, but the Freelancer changed price,
Yeah.
you would keep that CCU.
Yeah, my question is, we don't have to talk about it, but were people abusing that specifically? Like they'd get a $0 and then it would turn into a 10? Because we still have that now, but was you have to pay for it. It's not zero.
Well,
Like
I
with the
mean, I
ship
think the major issue was there's I feel less than 1% of the backers were holding 1.05
Yeah, that's a lot.
million, and that was hosing the service.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that was more, but I mean,
Yeah.
obviously
That
the
was more of
price
a.
there's the price to it too also, but I think that
I'm
was
just really curious about that specifically. Like, what were they abusing? But
I
yeah,
think that, like, well, we could talk about not investing, but
yeah,
trying
true.
to get a good price on a good CCU. Like, say like you got a concept ship, and every time you know a concept ship is going to be cheaper at concept than it was when it becomes flight ready. Some people might get a $0 CCU in
Yeah.
anticipation of that, and make a 10 or 15 or $25 profit or what have you.
Yeah. That's wild.
Okay. So yeah, that was back then. Let me see something.
Man.
Oh yeah, so this is a bit of history also, but yeah, this is the $0 CCU update. But more recently, it became I couldn't find the thread, but it's become evident that CIG is almost getting rid of a $5 CCU now, because most of the ship changes that especially for high price ship are more are like $10 or more these days. So like they haven't really announced it or anything like that. But yeah, it's like, so $5 CCUs are the next target, because I can't imagine how many $5 CCUs are on the system, but not as many as $0 CCUs, I bet. So like, especially when you get to like the $100+ ship, because the Freelancer had changed price, and then you have the Hornet Mark II and those ships. So finding a $5 CCU is hard. They still can be, especially if it's below 100. But yeah. Sinister Ninja said they were using the system by offering the whole time limited ship on the gray market. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. All right, so let's go on to current all-site features. Okay. Did I have enough? Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the ship upgrade page. We still say CCU, but they call it ship upgrade on the officially there. And what you can do is go to the pledge page, and then click on other. Go to other, then click on ship upgrade, and that'll open up the interface. Now you can click on, they have my ship, or they have all ship displayed. Then you can scroll down until you get all the ships and just look at the prices. Let me give you an example. So let's say you have, let's say type in Pulse here. Then you go to the other side and go all the way down. And you have the A2 Hercules. Now this is obviously in US dollars. It says $720. And add that cart. It comes. Oh yeah, it's just loading. Takes a while. And yeah, so that I have the mastery state tag. And so that yeah, just $720 to get the upgrade from Pulse to A2 Hercules. And you put in your store credit, put in a coupon if you had one. That's something we haven't really covered, but coupon can be like a subscription coupon. You can say what is it? 10% or 20%?
10 and 20.
Yeah, 10 and 20. Yeah. So yeah, that's how you do that. So, but going back to the upgrade page, yeah, that's how. I'll give you a small example of what the CCU feature looks like now. But back then, evidently, it was much more complicated. And then you can apply. You then get a CCU in your hangar, and then you can apply the CCU to the ship of your farm, and it'll change it into your destination ship. But I want to show something like okay, so this is my hangar, my personal hangar, and I have an Endeavor, but I went from a Hull A LTI into an Endeavor, and the Endeavor is $350, but I only paid $190 because I had a whole bunch of war bonds and stuff in it. And so if you scroll up, you can see the different ships that I went through in this chain. So this is the C2 chain. I had like, a dozen ships maybe, and you can see the price and everything. So it went from $60 for the Hull A, this is before they changed the price to $90. And then for Gemini to Endeavor, new value is $190. So I think that's a good deal. That's how you try to save money when playing the CCU game. What is your best value for a ship that you have, Meg? That you know of?
Like money saved?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know if like giveaways and stuff count, but I have a lot that are like 50%, 70%, 86%. 86 might be my best, but that's with a giveaway.
Oh, okay.
I've saved over like $2,500. That one is the Mercury because I went from a ballista to the MSR, but like doing the CCU Warbond game.
Okay.
And yeah, the current one I've been working on is the Polaris, and so far I think that's one I sent you. It's like 300 something. I've saved like 68% on it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, my best one would probably be my well, I can show you. I have it right here. My best one may be the 600i Explorer, because it's almost half off. The 600i Explorer is $475, but I got it for $270. So that's almost half off. But that's one of my best ones. And then I got the Endeavor for $350, but I got it for $190. But I have a couple other things before we get more of that. But yeah, this is just what it looked like when you have CCU to a different ship. You can still see the what steps you took in between that. But there's a plugin or extension called Hangar Explorer, and whenever you have that extension enabled, this doesn't show up. So I do love the Hangar Explorer extension. I do recommend it. But yeah, some sorts you have to disable it in order to see this. But yeah. Okay, so then you have the ship upgrade CCUs. Oh, we already did that one. Well, the buyback pledge tool. So that's what I wanted to cover. So you want to cover this for me, Meg, real quick?
Yes. When a pledge has been reclaimed, it is removed from your account and store credit is attributed to spend on the store. If the pledge is not limited in its nature, it may appear in your pledge buyback queue. The buyback tool is a list of reclaimed pledges you can buy back. Some of these pledges may include rare and limited run ships. The use of store credits requires possession of a credit buyback token, which is explained further below.
All right, thank you. So then I have this is my hanger. You can sometimes you get these tokens. Well, not sometimes, but 4 times a year you get tokens. It's in January, April, July, and October, and then repeat. That's when you get a free token. Tokens, and what you do with that token is that most of the time you can only, whenever you want to buy back a ship, you have to use real money, cash. You can't use outside credit. But these tokens allow you 2 times or 1 time, if you're not a concierge, to buy back a ship or an item using store credit. So this is what your buyback thing looks like. So you want to go to your hangar and then click on buyback pledges, and that's where you access it. Okay, we're moving quite a bit. How many ships do you have in your buyback pledge, Mac?
Too many.
Yeah, I have more CCU than I do ships, but I do have quite a few ships. Oh, one thing I do want to say. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I have been trying with like the small store credit that I have to try to grab either CCUs that aren't sold all the time or ships that aren't sold every time. Like IE and Invictus, I try to grab some stuff. So like whenever I'm like, I really want to fly Hurricane, but I don't have the money in game right now or want it in my list, I'll grab it from buyback. But then melt it.
How much is the Hurricane? 1 something.
Yeah, I don't know honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I have quite a few. I gotta get the mule back out of my buyback. And I think my worst. It worked for me, put it out there. Let me look it up real quick. The pack. Okay, so this ultimate meal pack is kicking my butt. Because, back when I got it, it looked like a good deal because it was cheaper to get this pack than getting the ship separately. So let me show you what's in it. Alright, gotta wait for it to load. So it had the Prospector, which I think was thinking about getting. The Vulcan, which I was thinking about getting. The Vulcan, not the Vulture I was thinking about getting, not the Vulcan. It had the whole B, which I have separately, and I was thinking about melting it if I got this pack. And it was over, which I wasn't really interested in. But it's $600. So I was like, for me, personally, I think it's better to get the ships individually, especially like a small pack, like maybe you can get a 2-pack or a 3-pack, that might be okay. But getting a 6-pack like this, I don't think it's worthwhile. But the special deal about this pack is that it has Squadron 42 included. And that's hard to get now because they're not selling Squadron 42. And it has LTI, so that's another good thing. Yeah, I don't want a 6-pack. I don't want a 6-pack, Gang Groper. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so but I do have other packs. I have the Ranger Tumble Ranger pack, and I think that's a good deal because it was less than $100 for 3 vehicles. But this one, I'm not too keen on. How about you? What do you think?
I think it's really good. I love the whole B. So I'm right there with you. I like that ship. Even though it's not out yet, I definitely want it. The whole C is just way too much. The whole A is not enough.
And this whole B is worth $90, not the $140, because this is before the price increase.
Depends if you CCU or not.
Yeah. Right. So I think that's a good time to take a commercial break. I see people chatting in chat real quick. Quite for the LTI 20 UC, yeah. That pack, the nice discount.
I hate packs. That's it. I hate having
Yeah,
6 things locked into one pack, and then if you ever don't want something, you have to melt the entire thing.
exactly. That's the other thing about the pack. But yeah. Well, okay, let's take a commercial break. First. Waiting for it to start. It says it started, but there it goes. Okay, yeah. So, hey, everybody, I hope if you're a subscriber, we appreciate you supporting Soul Citizens. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the Patreon and hitting like and subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. So, thank you all for that. We appreciate it. We have our 5th-year anniversary show coming up in March, so that'll be something should be looking forward to. I hope people are looking forward to. That's like in a month or so, but yeah, so we got plans for that. Other than that, yeah, we're still doing Soul Talk on Thursday, and next week we're going to talk about Nick System. So stay tuned for that. Should be a lot of fun. So waiting for the commercial to end, and we can get back to the rest of the show. There we go, and we're back. Hope everybody liked that commercial. Jade, if you want to be on that show, you can be. Hit Griffin up. All right. So up next we have the tools, like external tools that people can use for CCU games. So up next we have. Up first we have the CCU game website. Go ahead and put that link in the chat for me, please, if you can, Meg. There you go. Thank you very much. So yeah, this is CCU game. This is my main tool. There's another tool. We'll get to that in a moment. But Meg would give me an example of taking a pulse to the Polaris. So it gives you all the current savings that you can do. I'm sorry that I had to scroll sideways back and forth, but you save $10 here, $15 there, $25 there, $201 here, and $40 there. And so I think that overall right now it's $96. But Meg, you were saying you have a chain that is way more than that, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's over the span of a year of waiting and getting because like what you showed, that's only what's available right now. But if you
Exactly.
wait every so often, like IE, Invictus, Alien Week, whenever they do Jump Town, they'll do like random war bonds, and so you just have to like keep your eye out or just keep refreshing CCU game. Or just like know what's in between the spaces that you are looking for. With
Yeah.
war
So
bonds.
the pulse is the pulse Alex is $25, and the Polaris is what is it? Excuse me, $975. So technically, you would only not save, but it would cost like $950 to go from the Pulse LX to the Polaris. But because of this chain that Meg has made, it's only $315 instead of $975. So that's a good deal if you can do it. But you have to, like you said, you have to plan ahead, get all these Warbond CCUs before you can get to that point.
Yeah. And to what Zodaside said, they're asking if this makes you want to spend more money on the game because you're trying to get ships cheaper. I think for me at the beginning, the answer is yes, but for me personally, I tried to only give myself like $10 to $20 a month to spend on gaming in general. And when we don't have like war bonds every month, it allows me to spend some more. So like IAE, I have like $50. So yeah, and at this point too, I'm pretty much done. If there's anything that I want, I have 2 chains that are ready to make into any ship that comes out. But I mean, it definitely depends. It's definitely like, oh, I can save so much money on this, but like to save money, you always have to spend money. You just gotta hold yourself back.
For me personally, for that question, I try to wait for IAE or Invictus, mostly IAE. And what I would want to do is, if I'm a subscriber, if you're a subscriber, you get the discount coupon. So I would time my purchases around these big events so that I can save the most money. Because if I'm going to spend the money anyway, I can save like $50 if you're a Centurion subscriber, or $100. No, yeah, $100 if you're a Imperator subscriber. So if you're going to spend $500 anyway, or $500 anyway. It actually turn into $400 because you're Imperator and you use a discount coupon. So that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
The more you spend, the more you save. Classic. Yeah, I knew someone might clip you on that one, man. That might come back to bite you. But yeah, that is the CCU game. And no, CCU game is nice because it has all these other stuff in it. It shows you your fleet. You break it down by ships and paint and equipment and other stuff. And you have the RSI store access. And one of the great things about this is that depending on whatever's going on, you can toggle what you're showing. So currently, if you want to save some money, you can save $10 on the Ballista War Bond, or $10 on the Cutlass Black War Bond, or you can save $15 on the Miss Fortune War Bond. So yeah, I think that's cool, and it comes in much more handy when it's in Victus Week or IE.
To what Zadaside's saying, I just wanted to touch on it real quick. If I were you, I would just try, if you care at all about LTI, I would just try to focus on getting a token to start off with, and don't listen to people who are telling you to grab extras of things. Just make it work. You're either going to get lucky or you're not. But if you want help, you could always reach out to me if you want. Or you can join the CCU game. This is what we're showing. They have a Discord where people can help you. Like, they have a forum that you can post like, hey, I want to go from this to this. And people will hop in there and help you. Just make sure that you're listening, but not just believing everything at the same time. Like, there are some people, some people will be like, oh, the prospector's on sale. Grab this ship to the prospector, but also grab this ship to the prospector in case one of those two ships. You never know which one's going to go on Warbond, so just grab both. That's how you start wasting money. Just make it work, or listen, or you can see some other people might give you examples of Warbonds that have gone on. And the CCU game also has this. You can look by ship, and then you can go to the history, and you can see, which you can't, it can't guess the future. They could just not do it, but you can like see the history of when those ships went on Warbond, if you're looking to fill in gaps. But there are definitely videos out there. The Discord's out there. I'm out there. I have very good experience getting high savings on things. And if you want help, just let me know. But yeah, definitely don't go in there trying to buy everything.
What is that? Ventura? Trying to find Victor. Okay, Victor. Thank you for the raid, Victor. Raiding up 6. Welcome, Raider. We were talking about the CCU game at the moment. So welcome. Sit back and relax. Hope you had a good show, a good stream. Right here, this is the RSI store. Currently, the pack that are on sale. Or you have the 400i with the auspicious paint. This is the Red Festival for Chinese New Year. You save $15. So yeah, this is the site I use primarily. Do you use this site primarily, or you use a different site, Meg?
I definitely use this site primarily, and then I try to keep track of everything that I have on Excel just in case. Just because I feel like sometimes there's a lot of buttons that go on here. Like you can toggle exclude, save chains and stuff.
Let me give you an example. Yeah, right here. Because they had the optimization target. You can say long-term highest saving, current highest saving, or lowest amount of new money. Ooh, thank you for the subscription. How many was that? 10?
Thank you, Sylvie.
Trying to make sure I get the number right. Civic UK, thank you for the 10 gifted gift shop. Appreciate it. Thank you for that. But yeah, so and the long term high saving is very speculative, so be careful with that one. But current high saving and large amount of new money should be fine no matter what time you're looking at and what ship you're going to. And you have other options, include buyback. You can target that on exclude save chain. So like if you only have a limited number of CCUs and you don't want to use the same CCU twice and you already have a save chain, you can turn that on and off. Exclude gifted CCUs. I'm not sure why anyone wants to turn that off, but okay, you could if you want to.
Yeah.
Include unreachable CCUs. That's definitely something you want to have on if something is not currently available. Like I feel like a burning Richmond is not currently available. You can turn that on, and you can and it'll show you the CCU for that. Disable war bond. That's something if you don't want to use war bond, and so on and so forth. Anything else you want to say about CCU game before I move on?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay. Oh, the one thing I'm probably not utilizing is the wish list. I'm not sure. I guess I am using it.
Oh yeah. I've never used that, but that actually is pretty cool.
Yeah. But I have used force include and force exclude, and unfortunately, the CCU Warband page is it optimized for a bigger window. So even though I shrunk it because I want to fit it all on XSplit, if you want to make it, it's probably better if you just make it your screen size because then you can see more because it is cutting stuff off. But yeah, that's just a small complaint. All right, another site that people can use is from StarJump. It's called HangerLink, and I've already selected a similar CCU chain. I'm going from the poles to the polars again, and with this one, it's different because you have a target and you can choose which target you want to go to. If you click on it each time, it'll show you which ship you're going to and from each time. So like you start from the post, then you go to the Dragonfly Black or the Dragonfly Yellow Jacket. I'm not sure why they did that, but you can if you want to. I wouldn't do that myself. But I'm going to click on the one that saved the most money. So it says 106 saving. So I'm going to click on that. And then you go from the Dragonfly Yellow Jacket to the DUR, then the DUR to the tracker. And you always want to click on the one that gives you the most saving. And it keeps on going.
This game is more fun.
Yeah, right. It's more clicky. It's more clicky, yeah. So yeah, then you go to the tracker, the SRV, SRV to Peregrine to Taurus, and Taurus to Ion, and click on clicking. And as you can see, as you continue to click on, the numbers change too, obviously, because you're accumulating the savings, so it'll go down. And so how many more? I didn't say, but we just keep on clicking until we get to the bottom. So we can't see it at the bottom right now, but it's you're saving $106. Let's see what it says on CCU game. You save $96, so there's a difference. Saving $10 more if you use the other site, but it depends on the time of year and what they have going on. I'm not sure why they say you could get to the Dragonfly Black to the Dragonfly Yellow Jacket, because that's a $0 CCU, and because I have one. Okay, that's why. I don't know why they're making me use that.
Use
that makes
it.
no sense. That makes no sense, but okay. Alright, so yeah, that is HangerLink.
Oh, that's your
Uh,
$0. Is that a $0
yeah,
CCU?
yeah, that's one. That's one of my
They trying
$0
to get
CCU.
you.
Exactly. They want me to use it. Let me see. Do I have my hanger here? No, I can just go here and go to my hanger real quick and show you my CCUs real quick. One moment while it loads. Sorry about that. Then I click on here. Go upgrades. It may not even show it. It should. But it should be my oldest CCU. Hold on a sec. Yeah, it's my oldest CCU, 2016. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my only $0 CCU that I have left. I'm not sure why it's still there. I'm not complaining. But yeah.
As a token.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, like back to the hanger link. Yeah, that's another website people can use. I don't want to say it's more limited, but it does have less features. But you know, if you're into it, maybe some people may not understand the CCU game application, and this is more their style. So yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to use both if I can to see the differences, if they show any differences, because maybe you can save money on one and you can't save on the other. You never know.
Yeah.
So again, this is on my personal savings. I have 22 ships at the moment, and saving most of them. I don't think I've paid full price on. Oh yeah, my posts probably and my links. They're probably the only ones I have full price on. Everything else I've saved on. Do you have any full price ships in your hangar?
The Pioneer and the F8C.
Yeah, the F8C is my full price one. That's true. That is full price. You're right about
I did
that.
use a coupon on the Pioneer though, but
Mm.
still full price. That was that big ticket you were talking about with the coupon at IAE. Yep.
Yeah, even my that's not full price, but yeah, even my heart seeker is saving. I think I'm saving $10 on that one, but yeah. But that's what my hangar looks like in spreadsheet form. Okay, I think that's about it. Do we have any questions? No, but oh yeah, you do have one more section. My bad. Should you invest in CCUs and what CCUs you may want to look at? Meg, do you have any suggestions for people of what people could have their eye on? Maybe.
So wait, say it again.
You have any suggestions?
Oh, you keep your eye on?
Huh?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we both talked about this a little bit, but for sure, anything that you like, it's always nice. Like if you have any paints in your hangar, just melt them. Grab the NCCU for a ship that's like just the cheapest from and to, and then melt it again. Get your paint back. That way, it's always there. But yeah, me and Fastcart were talking about any ships that are in concept. They always increase in price whenever they go to flight ready. So yeah, anything in concept would be good. Anything that we think is gonna grow in size and would probably grow in price. The Orion is probably gonna go up again. That is one thick ship. I'm actually surprised that's not hull limited.
Which one? The Orion?
The Orion.
Yeah, I guess so. Because yeah, there are other unlimited ships that are still in concept but not available for player use yet. So yeah, I can see that. I'm trying to select. Let me get rid of this real quick. Say that for now, and then I can try to Insurance. Oh, okay.
I know, Mukul.
What is it?
Mukul was saying that they already jacked the price on the Orion when they made it a Gigantor.
Gigantor, yeah.
Yeah. And that's another cool thing is with that example, if anybody had a CCU just holding on to the Orion, or if you own the ship going up in value means that you can change from the Orion to something else and have saved that money. Like, you could go up to the Polaris for cheaper because of the price increase, for example. Not that you'd probably want to, because Orion's the best ship in the game. Wait, it's not in the game. I'm sorry. Fake news.
I'm trying to show the Starfare Gemini to Endeavor, but it's not coming up for some reason. But the Starfare Gemini to Endeavor, the $10 CCU. I think the Endeavor is a sleeper ship.
Yeah.
And they're never definitely going to go up. But the problem is, it's one of those speculative ships because you don't know when or by how much. So it depends. Your mileage may vary. You may or may not want to do that. But if you have expecting to buy another expensive ship down the line, getting the Endeavor CCU might be a good deal. Crucible is another good example. Crucible is $350, the same price as the Endeavor. And that's probably going to go up in price when it comes closer to release. Probably not by 1.0, right? Yeah, especially for the Endeavor. The Crucible hopefully will be out before 1.0. Victor, Pledge from Victor, the Crucible will go up. Yeah, only 350 exactly. So that's another one. Any other Meg? BMM will go up.
Oh, maybe. Honestly, that sucker just keeps going. That's like Doge stock right there for people.
Yeah, the BMM started at 250 and at 650 right now, so that's a $400 increase. I'm expecting it to be 800 plus easily.
800. Oh my gosh! I was gonna say
size.
Yeah, like to that point, and like what Muka was saying, like, well, I guess it wasn't what Muka was technically saying, but just to that point of like the price increases, that is something to be aware of and to look out for if you are CCUing or holding on to anything, because a ship could go past what your CCU is. So like if you have what was it, man? There was something. Like I think the Cuddy went up in price recently. The Cuddy, that was a while ago.
Price, yeah.
But yeah, whatever you had, if you had like a Cuddy to something that, and then the Cuddy past that ship, your CCU is pointless. So like it can break that. The price changes could be very beneficial, but could also break your chains.
Yeah, a good example would be like the Starfare Gemini 2 Endeavor CCU at $10 now. But if they do a Starfare rework, the Starfare will increase in price. So that is the risk we take.
Endeavor modules. It's an in-game grind, Jade. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the Galaxy, because we don't know what the future holds for the Galaxy really. So you might want to think about maybe getting a Galaxy CCU next time it becomes available, because it's $380 now. I forget. Hopefully it'll let me see. There it is. Okay, so if I scroll down all the way down. The Galaxy is $380. So the mold to Galaxy, I guess, may work. Or the Constellation Keeler. No, the Constellation Keeler is probably better because the Constellation Keeler is always available. So if you click on Create Chain, you can't do it now, obviously, because some of the chips are not available. But yeah, so yeah, I think that Galaxy might be a good one to invest in. Not invest in, but hold in your hangar. How about you, Meg? What do you think?
Sorry, I was reading comments.
It's potentially a base builder if you get if they make the module available. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, that's speculation. No, I'm joking.
Never speculation. The Crucible speculation. It's all speculation at this point. That's the point of this conversation. This part of the conversation.
Yeah. The Galaxy is going to be so awesome. I'm excited for that. Is that a ship that you are going to have?
I have a
Already
CCU.
have? Okay.
No, I don't have the ship. I don't have the ship outright, but I do have the CCU because I mean, I'm just hanging on to it because I don't know what's gonna happen with them. I might just melt it later on, but I do have a Galaxy CCU.
Meathead.
We got another raid. I'm trying to see who did it. It's blocking, so I couldn't see. Sorry. Meathead Melissa, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, raiders. We're talking about the TCU game and TCU. Almost at the end of the show, though. But thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. But yeah, between the Galaxy, between the Crucible, between the Endeavor, between the BMM, the Orion, maybe another one. Because that we don't know when that's going to come out, and it's $650 right now, but it might probably will go up in price again. What are you going to say?
You said Ironclad, right?
I did not say Ironclad. That's another one I forgot. Yeah, the Ironclad is definitely going to go up because it's $400, and it just concepted earlier last year. But I can easily see that going to be becoming $450 or $500 by the time it releases, become play ready.
I'm trying to think what else.
And I think that's it for me. How about you? Don't have any others?
I'm trying to think.
Let me look at the list of all the ships that we have available. So I can go here.
You think the cat will go up once it gets a rework? They don't do that, right? Maybe.
Because
it's gonna actually get it's what's it called? It's gonna be detachable. That section of the caterpillar.
Oh, the caterpillar.
They changed it. No way.
Because the modularity of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I don't.
You can't say they haven't increased ship prices of ships that are already released because they do that. Oh, what other modulators does it have? Because it's not just that.
The caterpillar when it first came out, it's mostly cargo modules. But they they speculated that they stated that they wanted to add other modules. Maybe I don't want to say shipbuilding. I don't recall that one for the Caterpillar, but maybe like some kind of turret or I don't know. I forget. It's been a while. But yeah, they said that they want to add more modules to the Caterpillar, but we don't know when or where they're going to do that. Also, when a ship comes out, when a ship first becomes concept, say like we just had the concept for the, what was it? Not the Guardian. What was the other ship that was just concepted?
I know the Star Lancers were, but I don't think they were for sale, right? Or were they?
Yeah, the Starless Attack probably was it? Paladin. Thank you, Paladin. Thank you, everybody. So, Paladin. So, if we type in Paladin real quick, it's $300. So, what's that?
I was just saying that ship's going to be so cool.
Yeah. So, the Paladin is currently $300. It just had concept for it. It'll probably go up, just guessed, I want to say at least $10, but it may go up to $350. My guess, I don't know. So it's not available right at the moment, but if you had become available for like Invictus and store $300, you might want to get like a.
I'm with Ninja.
Say it again.
I said I'm with Ninja on 330.
330 for the Paladin.
Kind of like did it with the Vulture and the Fortune.
Yeah. So the Paladin is 330. Looking for the Paladin real quick.
It'll be awesome if they don't do that, but I feel like they want to. They don't want Warbond CCUers to win.
So like maybe the Aquila to the Paladin is $15, and if that becomes available for Inventor Suite, you can pick one up using on-site credit. You then just sit on it, and then when the Paladin comes out, if it goes up, you know. Wait, I'm mistaken. I said the wrong price, didn't I? What is the Paladin again?
It's 300, right?
300.
Yeah,
Okay. So like maybe the Hardmakers, or maybe the Vanguard. Yeah, the Vanguard became probably $20 there, and then once the Paladin goes up, you can use that to save money to go to a higher price ship. There you go. That's what I meant. Sorry about that. Okay.
Nice. And you can get a reclaimer for less.
Reclaimer? Yeah,
I think
right.
the reclaimer's 400.
What is it? The reclaimer?
I think it's 400 for the reclaimer.
No, the reclaimer's higher than that. No, it
You
is 400.
Yeah.
No, it'll be higher than that when it comes out. That's what I was saying. No, it is already out. I'm expecting a reclaimer to get a rework. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why I'm expecting it to be.
definitely. Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking it's gonna be higher than 400 because that's a big ship too.
Yeah.
For $400.
I agree with that.
All right, so I think that's about it. Don't take our
Rostra?
investment
Last
too
one?
hard.
Sorry.
What?
A Rostra? Last one?
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good
you
one.
forgot about I forgot about the Raptor, right?
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's already expensive as heck. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it is. It
Not
is.
really
Another one is the Odyssey.
Oh,
Wait,
that's expensive
Odyssey?
too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Odyssey is $700, but it's gonna go up when it comes out.
Okay, no, yes. I could see like 750. Not
750, yeah, me too.
That Polaris price increase was crazy. Did anybody expect that?
Some
I'm
people
surprised
were.
it didn't just go 1K.
No, but you know why?
Is that whole limited?
No.
Or LTI?
Anything that's 1K
LTI.
has to be LTI.
That's what it is, yeah. My bad.
Anything that's 1K has
It
to be
did that on
LTI.
purpose.
So I mean, I'm surprised it wasn't $9.99.
Oh my god.
No, let's
my
make it
God.
$9.75. Oh, you got your Raptor for $250. That's pretty good. Oh, the Liberator is probably another good ship. Yeah.
Now that's a beauty to CCU for. Yeah.
That's that's expensive too right now. Yeah, that's expensive too. $505.
Yeah.
All right, thank you all for reminding us of those ships. So I'm looking at Q&A. We don't have any Q&A, so I guess we're going to call it right here.
Well, I'm gonna say ciphers out loud because it is important. Keep in mind that all ships will eventually be able to be bought in game. Spend responsibly.
Thank you. And Thockadoc, thank you for the subscription to yoyoMeg. Yeah, this is all. I mean, spend within your limit. Don't go crazy. I mean, we often need advice, but that's it. It's just advice. Don't take financial people. From people on the internet.
Seriously, that's why. Like, for me, this has saved me money because otherwise, the MSR, for example, I wanted that ship so badly. And someone tried explaining this to me, and I didn't understand it. And I spent the full price on that ship when I could have just waited, got it in game, and then just built the chain out of game and save money on it. Because I'm an adult that should not be spending that money on a freaking spaceship for a video.
Yeah, a digital item. It costs this much. Yeah, I know. I was the same way when I first started. For me, my story for the Merchantman, I had a CCU for the Merchantman, and I have a physical package. Back in the day, you could buy a physical package. It's like collected edition for Squadron 42. So I had a physical package for the Constellation Tourist, and the Merchantman was $250 back then. So I just applied the CCU to my Constellation Tourist. But the problem is with that, not only is a physical package, which means you can't melt it, otherwise you can't unmelt it because it's one of those special things, a physical package you can't get back once you melt it. It only has 6 months insurance.
Yeah.
So, but because I did it so early on, I was able to put in a ticket to ask the customer service people to reclaim, undo the CCU. So I got the toys back, and now it's my heart seeker. So it still has 6 months insurance, but now it's more on the ship that I don't really care about that has 6 months insurance, for over the having LTI BMM now. So I think that's better for me. All right. So yeah, we're gonna move on over. Oh, I gotta look up someone to raid. But yeah, yoyoMeg, want to tell people about what we had going on Thursday, please?
Thursday is Soul Talk at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Roundtable discussion. You're welcome to join Discord and talk about what's going on this week in Star Citizen. Has SCL and Inside Star Citizen been back?
Not yet. We had that new show called not Ship Shape, but Behind the Ships, and we had that. We also do cinema or content, community content from people who are around the verse. We showed EE Studios' latest episode of Huxley, which is a sequel of can't think of what the sequel to. Huxley is a sequel to, kind of think of the name. Come on, Jade, help me out. What did EU Studio do? Anyway, but yeah, that's what we showed on Thursday. Overclock, thank you. I don't know why I just had what did that come to my brain real quick. But I was trying to find someone to raid before I do what's coming on this coming Sunday. So this coming Sunday, we're gonna talk about Next. That's the name of the show. Sunday, February 2nd, February 9th, sorry. 7 p.m. Eastern, midnight UTC. We talk about what's going on with the Nix system. So that should be a fun show. And Jade, you better be on there. Hopefully, Jade, and whoever else wants to be on to talk about Nix. Should be a fun show. Alright, so we're gonna find someone to raid in this show. So I'm trying to figure out, Nope, not gonna make that mistake here. Last time on Thursday, I waited someone who was AFK, not AFK, but wasn't live. Put it that way. So.
Oh yeah.
I'll do Maiden Ariana. So let's do Maiden Ariana. While I set this up. All right. So yeah, make sure you send that love to Maiden Ariana. Tell her what you're up to, and play those game. I forget the name of the game, but she has a cool Switch game that people can play. So yeah, catch y'all later. Peace, love, and soul. Take care, everybody.